2014 was a turning point for Seth Rollins. From being the architect of the Shield to becoming one of WWE's most despised heels, Rollins' transformation marked a pivotal chapter in his career. Today, we're diving deep into how Seth Rollins flipped the script starting June 2nd, 2014, and how that betrayal reshaped his legacy forever. Picture this: the Shield had just turned face after helping Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30, kicking off a brutal feud with Evolution. Today, we're breaking down Seth Rollins' shocking heel turn on Raw, June 2nd, 2014, the night the Shield imploded. We'll explore how that moment didn't just end a faction, it created a main event. Build up, Shield's epic ride.
Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins,
Roman Reigns, welcome to the Shield of Justice.
Before the turn, Rollins stood alongside Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose as part of the Shield, arguably the most dominant faction of the modern era. It all heated up post-WrestleMania 30 when they went face against Triple H and Evolution. They smashed them at Extreme Rules in a wild six-man brawl, then clean-swept Batista, Orton, and HHH in a no-holds-barred elimination at Payback 2014. 3-0 total dominance. Tension simmered early. Triple H targeted Ambrose by booking him in a 20-man battle royal, where Sheamus pinned him to steal the US title. Pure revenge from the game.
Ambrose just inches away from it. Wait a minute.
Rollins started showing cracks too, like lingering glances at Triple H during promos, planting seeds of doubt. The Shield looked unstoppable. They weren't just surviving anymore. They were conquering every powerhouse in their path, from Ryback to the Wyatt family. But Rollins wasn't content being one-third of greatness. He wanted to be the centerpiece. You could see subtle hints in his promos and body language, the ambition, the hunger, the insecurity bubbling under that tactical mind. He was the architect, but deep down, he craved to build something monumental for himself, not share the spotlight. Betrayal night, raw chaos, unleashed.
There's always a plan B.
Oh my God!
On Raw, June 2nd, the Shield stood tall in the ring, celebrating their payback demolition of Evolution. Confetti falling, fans roaring, peak Shield vibes. And then it happened. Triple H stepped out, smirking, and dropped the line. Plan B. Out of nowhere, Rollins grabbed a steel chair from under the ring. He cracked Roman Reigns square in the back. Superman punch setup shattered. Then he turned on Dean Ambrose, curb stomping him through the emotion. The crowd went from deafening cheers to dead silence, then explosive boos in seconds. It was visceral, brother turning on brothers in the most cold-blooded way. It wasn't just a heel turn, it was emotional devastation.
The Shield, Michael, the greatest faction in the history of WWE, created by me. You don't think I have the right to destroy my own creation?
Ripping apart the unbreakable hounds of justice, Rollins aligned himself with the authority, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, the corporate machine, trading unbreakable brotherhood for cold, hard power. And just like that, he became public enemy number one, the guy everyone wanted to see obliterated. Money in the bank, glory.
You know damn well that Kane was sent out here by Triple H.
Just weeks later at Money in the Bank, 2014, Rollins entered the ladder match against Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Rob Van Dam, Kofi Kingston, and Jack Swagger. It was absolute war, ladders splintering, high spots everywhere. Ambrose nearly snatched it with a dirty deeds off the top, but Kane, on Triple H's orders, chokeslammed him off the ladder and tombstoned him cold. Rollins climbed through the chaos, unhooking the briefcase as the new Mr. Money in the Bank. That victory was crucial. It gave his character leverage, paranoia, and total control over the WWE landscape. For months, he teased cash-ins relentlessly, staring down Cena, lurking during title matches. He manipulated every situation like a chess master. He relied on the authorities' muscle. He hid behind J&J's security, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury as his personal bodyguards, debuting late 2014 to shield him from Ambrose's wrath. He ran from fights when necessary, ducking and weaving. This wasn't a dominant monster heel like Brock Lesnar. This was a calculating, slimy opportunist, and fans hated him for it, exactly as intended. boos shaking the arenas. Authority's top pick Rollins' alignment with the Authority elevated him instantly to the top of the card. He wasn't just a traitor, he was the chosen golden boy, handed main event pushes on a silver platter. His feuds with Dean Ambrose throughout 2014 were deeply personal and chaotic. Two unhinged lunatics tearing each other apart. Their Hell in a Cell match that October was pure insanity. Ambrose hunting Rollins outside the massive structure, powerbombing him through announce tables, weapons everywhere. But Bray Wyatt's shocking interference with a Sister Abigail on Ambrose handed Rollins the tainted win. Every promo dripped venom, Rollins mocking Ambrose's loyalty, Ambrose vowing vengeance. Every Authority interference, every narrow escape with J&J's help, added layers to his villain persona. He feuded with Reigns too, dodging spears left and right. Rollins became the king of psychological warfare, getting in ex-Shield brothers' heads. The big payoff.
Rollins with the title! Rollins with the title! Wait a minute! Seth Rollins with
The brilliance of this heel run wasn't just the betrayal, it was total commitment. Rollins leaned fully into the arrogance, the cowardice, the endless manipulation. He survived SummerSlam main events, Night of Champions defenses for others, while clutching his case. WrestleMania 31 in 2015, after Reigns conquered Lesnar, Rollins made the call, cash in during the celebration, turning dual title match into a triple threat frenzy. He curb-stomped Brock, stole both the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belts. Fans were desperate to see him get his comeuppance, but he stole the show. But what truly made this heel run special wasn't just the betrayal or the briefcase, it was the psychology behind it. Rollins didn't suddenly become dominant. He became desperate, eyes darting backstage. He constantly looked over his shoulder. He relied on the Authority because deep down, he knew he had burned the one bridge that protected him, the Shield's unbreakable trust. Every time Dean Ambrose got his hands on him, it felt brutally earned. Every time Rollins escaped by inches, roll-up reversed, J&J distraction, it built boiling frustration. The audience didn't just boo him, they wanted revenge. That's powerful storytelling at its finest. He wasn't presented as unstoppable like Brock Lesnar. He wasn't a legacy icon like John Cena. He was the slimy opportunist climbing over everyone in his path. Friends, foes, refs. And that raw realism made him dangerous, believable, hated. By late 2014, Rollins wasn't just a heel. He was the most hated man on Raw, drawing nuclear heat week after week. And that's when you know the turn truly worked. Lasting legacy.
Let's do that for like this! Why would he do that? Rollins has made history!
That June 2nd betrayal transformed Seth Rollins from a faction standout into a certified main event star for years. It proved he could carry major storylines solo. It proved he could draw real, visceral emotion from packed arenas. And it proved he wasn't just the architect of the Shield. He was the architect of his own meteoric rise to superstardom.